Hey, this brother speak of the Brother Speak podcast. I know another one real quick, but there was something I wanted to talk about that happened earlier in Bomb's chat, like way earlier. Um, so what happened was we were having a discussion on Lori Harvey, and you had this dude named Cyber, who is a troll, piece of shit human being who was having had pictures of uh, Verbal and Meller with nooses around them and stuff like that, and a real piece of work here. So anyway, he went up on Bombcherry's chat. I mean, in the live stream, went on the panel, and he was saying some things, and it looked like he was trying to see why these women are. It was some goofy shit, and eventually kicked him off the panel. And so, what happened after that? I saw the Ebony Star Network, which is Max for people that don't know, Max on Black for all the people that don't know. So I saw him in the chat, and he was kind of defending Cyber and talking about Rude. Now, at first, I didn't think nothing of it because Max and Rude has had a little back and forth before. So I know he's not a fan of Rude, and Rude's not a fan of him. So I was kind of, hey, misunderstood. How you doing? So anyway, so I was seeing there, I'm like, that's odd for Max to defend Cyber, but you know, I guess he was trying to say something about Rude. So why these ladies are picking Rude, and you know, some of the women said that Rude is Rude. We fuck with Rude. It is what it is. And so in the chat, he started cussing out this woman on, "Oh, I'm good, misunderstood. I'm good. I'm up late. I'm still wide awake. I'm trying to go to bed, but so I'm doing all these crazy live streams while this stuff is running through my head." So anyway, he started cussing out one of the women in the chat, even threatening that he gonna send Charlene and Dame after him. And I said, I know that's not Max. Number one, Max would not cuss out a woman in the chat or on a panel, and I've seen him on Stream like 200. They pass out. Yeah, shoot. You know, we people who work at night, man, it's hard to go to sleep at night, man. So he so I saw him cussing out the woman in the chat. I said, "No, that ain't Max." And so I had to put it in there. I said, "No, that's not Max. That's a troll." Because I know Max. Max do not cuss women out. And there was another lady. Uh, I'm not for everyone. She was agreeing with me, and she said, "Well, Brother Speak would know him more than anybody in the chat." And yeah, because I said I've been around Max for about 2 years now, and I've been on panels with him. I've been in the chat with him. I've seen him on other panels. I have never seen him cuss out any black woman. Never. Never call out a name. Well, I think he called one a demon, but that's a different story. But as far as cussing her out, calling her a B and all that, no, he wouldn't do that. And saying that he's gonna get the other women of his group, the other women of the Ebony Star Network to come out. I said, no, that's a troll. And so I said that's some weak shit. You're a punk for doing that. And so I didn't know who it was at first until until he had tried to get back on the panel after they kicked him off. He went on the panel. He was pretending to be Woody Mack, and I just talked to him on the Ebony Star Network on a live stream just earlier, and Bomb said, "No, that's cyber." And so I put two to two together. I said, "Okay, that's cyber. He did that." And so Bomb was seeing that in the chat, and she wanted me to come up. So I because I wasn't trying to go up on a panel, but she asked me to come up, so I went up there and I told her, I said, "Look, now that person in that is not Max." And you had Verbal up there; she was agreeing with me. They know Max, even Bomb. We know Max. Max wouldn't do that. So so it just goes to show you people's reputation does matter. And having a good reputation out here, whether in the job or on YouTube, really does matter because it stops a lot of this shit. So this cyberpunk ass was trying to ruin Max's reputation with the women. He's trying to start a beef between him and a black woman and another beef with him and Rude. That is some cowardly shit. And that disgusted me. Just I was disgusted by that. Cause it's like you can't face this man head up. I mean, he roasted him. Max roasted Cyber. Instead of going back and roasting Max, no, you try to do shit like this. But it didn't work because there are people in the chat that know Max and they know that he would not do stuff like this. And that is the thing about having a good reputation. Your reputation does matter because stuff like this. You got people who will pretend to be you, and then they'll do shit like this, and that was so cowardly that I was disgusted. I was kept thinking about that even when I was doing my walk. I was like, this cowardly ass nigga. You couldn't face this man head up. You can't, you know, you couldn't roast him or something like that. So what do? You go up there trying to ruin this man's reputation, and it's just disgusting that people would do this. But luckily, like I said, Max has a great reputation, especially with black women and some of the black men around, like myself. Max has always shouted me out. He said he respects me, gives me uh, give me a lot of praise, and I give him a lot of praise. That's why when I saw that shit, I was not going to allow that to happen. You're not going to insult or ruin a reputation of a man that I respect. And there's not a lot of people on YouTube that I respect, especially men, because some of these dudes are goofy as fuck. But they're the ones that I do respect, and I will defend them however I can. So it was no problem for me to go and do that because I'm not gonna let somebody disrespect Max, especially all over black women. That I know this man do not insult black women and don't cuss them out or nothing like that. It's just real goofy. Yeah, a real goofy. Hey, anti ableism, some real goofy shit, man, and cowardly. And that's the sad thing that some of these dudes on here are so cowardly they would do shit like this instead of roasting him or anything. Well, you could do a live stream and just roast the guy if that's what you really feel. But no, you want to ruin this man's reputation because you mad because Max roasted you, and maybe because the women respect him and they don't respect you. Well, why would we respect you? A cowardly piece of shit. So why would we respect you? And that's the thing, man. Reputation does matter, and because it stops shit like this. Now, if I ever see this dude in Max's chat again, I'm just blocking you straight up because you're nothing but a coward. You're a piece of shit. You riding RBR's penis, which which I already know you messing with RBR, you already trashed to me. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. If you ride with RBR like that, you ride with RBR like that, I already know you trash. And some of the other stuff that he been doing, it just shows how much trash it is. But luckily, like I said, because Max has this great reputation with black women and with great reputation with me, we were able to stop that before any, for this woman to be thinking that Max is this hater of black men, and I mean hater of black women. He's part of the manosphere. Yeah, it's just that's what it is, and they're using the movement, black empowerment, to go mainstream and bash black women. Yeah, yeah, and it don't work. They keep trying that shit, and it don't work. You cannot bash women like that. You just can't. White people can't. White men can't even do it. So what you think? What black men? What these black goofballs think they gonna do? How many times you got to see Kevin Samuels get blasted? How many times you got to see Fresh and Fit get blasted before you realize this red pill manosphere talking points is not going to work in the mainstream. They're not going to hear it. And then when the guys who are telling you, hey, no, you ain't doing that here, you want to go do pussy shit. You want to do pussy shit like trying to ruin this man's reputation. You want to pretend to be him and try to get him in some beef with another man and a black woman. That's some cowardly pussy shit. And I'm gonna tell you, man, if I ever see him in the chat, I'm blocking him just off the rip. I'm blocking him off the rip. I don't give a damn. I'm not trying to hear what this dude's saying. He getting blocked by me. I see his name in Max's chat. I'm blocking him off the rip. I don't even want to hear it. This dude's a coward. He's a pussy ass piece of shit. And that this guy gotta go. This guy should never be allowed in anybody's chat. Shouldn't be allowed in anybody's panel ever again. You know, I know him. As long as I'm in the chat, the Ebony Star Network, I'm blocking you. Just to let you know that right out the bat, Cyber, I'm gonna block you. You don't do that to someone that I respect, and you think that everything will be cool. Now, if they put you on the panel, I mean, it is what it is. But as long as I got that wrench in that chat, I'm blocking you. And I'm going to keep blocking you. Even if they tell me I'm blocking you just off the rip. I don't like you. I don't respect you. You're a piece of shit. You're a cowardly piece of shit. And that's the worst. Cowardly, weak ass dudes are the worst. And they just ruin it for other black men. But like I said, luckily Max has a good reputation, and we got people that will defend him, myself included. The women will defend him, and luckily we squashed that before anything. For any of these women thinking that the Ebony Star Network is a place where we just bash women, they don't. It's a safe place for women. They can speak their mind. Max is very, very kind to women. Let them speak their mind. And he made sure that we as men, we don't disrespect those women. We cannot call them bees and hoes. We don't do it. You know, but some people don't like that. Some people don't like that Max can have that connection with women, and they'll do whatever it takes to ruin it, which is sad, man. It's really, really sad. And this is a black man doing it. I can see a white dude doing it, but you got a black man doing it. It's just, man, just sad, man. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. I had that on my mind. Um, and I would have did it, but I was on the Ebony Star Network with Charlene and Dame, and we had a good conversation. But I wanted to get that off my chest, and again, like that's why reputation matters, everybody, especially even online. You gotta have a good reputation, because if you don't, people will spread these rumors, and people will start believing them, because if they don't know you, they don't know you. But luckily, if you have people who respect you and they really like you, they're going to defend you. So, with that, I'm out. Thank you, Misunderstood, for coming through. Anti ableism. I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming through. This is Brother Speak. I'm out. Y'all have a good one.